What's up, gamers? It's Fatterday Saturday, and we're trying to play some Heroes Charge today. So let's see what we're gonna do. And I actually haven't loaded my game today, so I'm gonna see a bunch of red dots everywhere, which is fine. Maybe I won in arena. Who knows? Oh no, I just got my prize, which is awesome. All right, so basically the main point of this video, and I don't want it to be really too long. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a couple of updates. There are two legendary heroes for the month of January. Or heroes that you can make legendary, I should say. One that I'm currently working on, Crossnight. That's right. He's a tank that honestly doesn't get enough love. I think he has potential. Just nobody really seems to put him out there. But I think that his ability is gonna might put him on the map as far as defensive teams are concerned, and we'll explain why. So this is his legendary skill. Restores HP to all units. So since I don't actually have him at legendary yet, because I'm currently working on his equipment, I'm not 100% sure exactly what that's supposed to entail. My assumption is over a period of time, everybody in your team is going to be able to recover HP. Like their HP recovery rate will be increased by so much, depending on the level of the skill. Either way, I think that's a really, really solid passive ability for a tank that's, trying to keep the team alive. I think that's really, really cool. Being a paladin and all, you'd want to more or less protect the team, and this is pretty much how to do it. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's why I chose to work on him first, because I think the ability is actually quite nice. Now, am I going to actually use Crossnight in the future? Maybe in Grand Arena, but that would be about it. And that's right after I do everybody else that I'm trying to push, because there's other people that I have priority on as far as making red plus two. Anyway, there's one more hero that also now has a legendary skill. And I gotta remember who it is, because honestly, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I literally just logged in for the first time today, so I was not prepared, and I'm okay with that. It's good to be spontaneous at times. There he is, Machinist. Um, Machinist in general is actually, I used to use him in Guild Raid a lot. I think he has like a lot of armor penetration or something like that. So I used to use him like against bosses and things like that. But anyway, let's see what his legendary skill is. So basically, everybody with his special symbol, which is the wrench, I think, gets extra intellect. So, which more or less means anybody of his type, um, they can deal more damage because intellect is a type of damage. And there you go. If you look at stats, any hero that when you go to stats you show that wrench is going to have a little bit of an increase. I'm gonna be honest. There are quite a few legendary heroes that say things like anybody with this symbol gets this and gets that. Honestly, I don't know how much of a difference that's really, really ever made. Um, like with Admiral's ability, she has like everyone that's original gets something. Um, I think Sword Master with a sword gets more of a difference, which actually gives me an idea for a team in the future. Now that I have Divine Knight at max, I'm thinking something along the lines of like Sword Master, him, maybe Death's Voice, and like two others that have swords that mainly will be there for damage boosting. But honestly, I don't know if it'll actually do anything in arena, and it definitely won't work in raid because they're just better heroes. Um, so as far as this legendary skill is concerned, I mean, it's a good idea. It's one of those things that's good on paper, but I don't know how much of a big deal it's going to be. I'm not going to lie. And that's honestly the main reason for this video, but we're going to try to do a couple of things. I'm not going to make the video super short. So let's check out my arena, because apparently I must have lost recently, because, yeah, I did. Because I was in the 200s and I did lose, so I should have been losing a little bit often, a little more often, unfortunately. Um, let's take a look at my loss here. Let's see what happened. And I did change up my defensive lineup. I may have showed it in the last video. I'm not sure. But this is another member of A and C, or INC, excuse me. And I have it in slow mo just to actually see what happened. But basically, the Turtle Fighter Rose Fencer combo is just ridiculous to deal with these days. Which is also why I agree with Mustard's comment on one of my videos talking about how I should put Turtle Fighter max more or less, low 104, red plus 2, all that stuff. Mainly because Turtle Fighter more or less is the answer to the whole like Rose Fencer thing, and you know, I actually agree with that because then your forces aren't divided and you're not just losing. And when I was at level 103, I used to use Turtle Fighter a lot when I was on offense and defense, and Turtle Fighter makes a huge difference. The only thing that bothers me, honestly, is just the simple fact that my Turtle Fighter won't be able to be fully equipped. But I will eventually work on Turtle Fighter as far as being as maxed as he can be until I get to 105. But I'm not really in a hurry. But let's see if we can fight somebody then, since I ended up losing. Hmm. And apparently my cat wants attention. You'll get attention in a minute, sir. Let's see. We're gonna say no to this team. Sometimes I actually like take the time to kind of look at my team, look at my opponent, and see how doable I think it is. This one seems doable, but it looks like one of those ones that are a little. I don't know. Let's take a look at the top one. Nah, that's even worse. So we'll fight this one and see if we can do any better. Um, I don't really have a tank, if you will, because I don't consider Divine Knight much of a tank. He's more of a beater. Um, I've been trying to be a little more aggressive these days. Has it been working? It's been kind of hit or miss, but we'll see. Come here, Oscar. No, he doesn't want my attention. Now that I'm actually trying to give him attention, he's like, no, you had your chance. And just to be specific, it's Turtle Fighter, Sorceress, and Rose Fencer that is a real pain. And wow, I just lost pretty easily. See, had I had Turtle Fighter, that would have been more of a fight because I don't know, I'm not even really gonna explain why because I'm like upset at my loss here. No, the reason why is just because their Turtle Fighter would have distracted them and my whole team wouldn't have just auto died, and that was just a really embarrassing fight personally. I'm just going to avoid that combination for now. I'm going to find something else to beat if possible. What I'm trying to do is get basically in the top 300 without having to more or less suffer for it. Just because they have Turtle Fighter on their team doesn't mean that I'm going to auto lose. And I may have to just suck it up and put either Turtle Fighter on my team or Death Knight back in the team, one of the two. And this is typically what you have to do, more or less, when you're trying to get up in level. Joe the Mad. Actually, me and him have been kind of going back and forth off and on as far as fights here and there. He may not realize it, but I've seen his name a lot on my list in the past few months. Um, that seems doable. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be tough to beat, but it seems doable. I'm going to put Death Knight in here, though, in this fight. So we're probably going to take out Fallen Dominion, who I like, but it's either deck of Fallen Dominion or Griffin, and I personally like Griffin a little more. I think it's Turtle Fighter you take out Griffin and put in Fallen Dominion. Like, I didn't really think about my fights previously before making them happen. I don't really fear Ninja Assassin too much, which is why I didn't put in, like, Lightbringer, although maybe I should have. I was honestly under the impression that he was going to be taken care of, but clearly that wasn't the plan there. I mean, he's dead now, but it just took a bit longer to get rid of him. Ugh, we might not win. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get me. That was a pretty good match. Oh no, we have a chance. I have a chance. Oh no, he's frozen. Oh, time over. That's the worst. Wow. Yeah, that time over will do it too, which is why I don't like using tanks sometimes. Well, this is why you're actually better off using Turtle Fighter because at least he deals some damage, a little more damage if I'm not mistaken. That was a fight that I could have won potentially. Like I actually really feel bad about that. And yeah, I don't mind spending 50 gems to keep going, only because this is kind of for show more than anything else. I don't mind. Oh no, that team's too tough. I'm looking at people in the 100s now. Yeah. I'm really looking to fight someone in the 200s that I might stand a chance against. This is kind of like those defensive teams. The only difference is I have Divine Knight, so I don't really fear defensive teams anymore. Because one thing that I may not have mentioned or stressed enough in the previous videos about Divine Knight is that Divine Knight actually shuts down healing. If he deals you damage, you're not healing for a while. So that's actually pretty strong. The problem here is they're playing Turtle Fighter, so Divine Knight is like looking at the wrong people. So with the fact that he Divine Knight prevents healing for a while, that helps you to kill the opponent faster, which means those turtle teams are no longer going to be that much of a threat, as you just saw here. I was actually a little scared for a second, but no, we dealt with it. And Divine Knight can deal some damage. I mean, he's really mainly there to help everybody else, but he does a little. He put in a little work this time, so that's cool. We have him, Griffin, and Puppet Master in the 6-digit numbers, so that's cool. So there you go. We got ourselves in the top 300, which is usually the idea. I like to stay in the 200s more or less. So you got to see my struggle there. This is pretty much what I do every day. What I used to do is like right before, like maybe like 10, 15 minutes before 9 o'clock Central Time when you get your arena awards, I would then like snipe someone's really really high ranking just to get the reward. But I quit doing that mainly because I'm actually at work at the time, so I can't do it anymore. So now I have to do it in the morning or like in the afternoon and hope no one takes my position by the time I get off of work. Um, Another thing I want to show off to you guys is let's go ahead and take a look at Raid because I actually kind of want to show my new team off to you guys. And I think we just reset, yep, we reset chapter 17 last night. So I kind of wanted to give you an idea of how much damage can really be done, and I think this is a good fight to do it in. Immune to magic. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of yeah, but we can deal with that. So I've been running Divine Knight, and he really has been increasing the damage output that everyone's been doing. I'm wondering if I should do. Actually, I'm gonna do Cloudwalker instead of Fallen Dominion, but this should prove to be interesting as far as damage is concerned. So let's check it out. Because Divine Knight, on top of being able to deal damage, he increases everybody else's offense, which is awesome. Um, then I'm going to leave it at 4 times speed because really you just need to see the numbers more than anything else. But yeah, Bear Warrior died. Oof, that's kind of rough. Um, that doesn't actually happen. This usually I don't have people dying this quickly. Hmm. Well, let's see what kind of damage we dealt. Was it at least like 5 million? 4.1 million, not so bad. So, despite my team members dying, both Cloudwalker, Vengeance Spirit, and Puppet Master were all in the millions. Typically, Bear Warrior would be in the millions too, but for some reason in this scenario, he was just dying, which isn't really typical, I have to say. Do I have a record on here? Probably not. No, these guys are doing like 7 million, 6 million. I'm sure I haven't done that much yet. There are a few places where I do have a record. This just isn't one of them. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. See if we can get a better score. I'm gonna leave it at the same team. Normally I would have Sorceress in here, but since these guys have immunity to magic, I'm just not gonna worry about it because then that's just more less damage I'm gonna be dealing. So we'll leave Cloudwalker in. Plus, the clones that he puts in the middle of the lineup will kind of distract them from killing my frontline people. I see the problem because Dev's voice can't stone them, so Bear Warrior ends up getting hit a lot more. Although this time it looks like everyone's going to live, which is going to be max damage, which is awesome. So this is more good RNG for me. So now we'll probably have at least 5 million. Yep, 5.2 million. And now look at that. So everybody but Cloudwalker got a million. That's interesting. But yeah, look at that. Bear Warrior gets a little over a million. Divine Knight a little over a million. Cloudwalker at about 600K. Uh, Vengeance Spirit 1.3 million. Like honestly, I had no idea how good Vengeance Spirit was until I hit like 103, and I was like, wait a minute, she's good in raid. And then I started just playing with her in arena when I hit 104, and I'm like, wow, she's actually good. So yeah, Vengeance Spirit is someone that I definitely like to hype up these days. Her and Puppet Master, those are two people I didn't know they were going to be as good as they were. But yeah, Vengeance Spirit at 1.3 million, and then Puppet Master at 1.1 million. So yeah, this is the team I've been using off with a couple of switches here and there. Typically, I'd run Sorceress instead of Cloudwalker. Um, and sometimes I run Fallen Dominion depending on the situation. Is this another one I can? No, I can't go off on that one. I'm not going to show that off. And that's chapter 19, which we're having a hard time with. So this is chapter 16? No, we're not going to do that one because they're kind of weak and I won't be able to do the maximum amount of damage. And this is a boss fight, which I'm not really going to do it right now. So now I finally got to show you. So, like, because in the last video, I wanted to show you a guild raid fight, but there was no good fights to show off. So I'm glad I got to show that off to you. Another thing that I kind of want to do is when I post this video, it's going to be on Saturday morning, the 14th. And the reason that's important is those that watch this video, either this morning or in the afternoon, I kind of want to plug something that's going on Twitch right now called Awesome Games Done Quick. They've been doing a charity speedrun event since Sunday of last week, and it's going to end tonight around midnightish or whatnot. So, for those of you that are actually watching the day I upload this video, I strongly urge you guys to go show them some love. Watch their videos, maybe just mess around in the chat, or if you're feeling froggy, make a donation. Basically, during the week that they do it in January, they raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. As a matter of fact, right now, there's somebody speedrunning Super Mario Galaxy 2 at the moment. I actually have it in front of me on my PS3 on Twitch TV. Just look up Games Done Quick, or you can just type AGDQ in your search bar, and that's Alpha Golf Delta Quebec for those who like phonetics. And just yeah, check them out. Show them love. There's some hype here and there. On certain games, they do all kinds of games, like all your platforming games, shooter games, RPGs. Sometimes, like they actually done a few Final Fantasy speedruns in the past. And I'm actually really, really happy and proud because for the first time ever, I was actually able to donate. I donated on Friday, as a matter of fact, when I got paid. So yesterday, they were doing, I think, Banjo Kazooie or something. And I just got online. I donated $75. And I feel really, really happy about it because, gaming is my passion. And to see my passion and my hobby being used to, um, you know, help out the community or to, just show that we actually care, I think that's an awesome thing. And I think all gamers should unite for a good cause. So, and I did kind of post a little thing on our chat and Heroes Charge about this yesterday too, just to kind of put the word out. So I just wanted you guys to know that I highly endorse it. Just you don't have to donate. I mean, if you want to just watch, go ahead and watch and just check it out. It's a lot of fun. And for those who don't have Twitch TV, you can still donate. You could just go to um, AGDQ donate or Games Done Quick donate or something on the Google search toolbar, and it'll pretty much show you if you want to go ahead and just donate online. And you can check out all their videos on YouTube in the past because they actually on YouTube you can actually search by year what game they did, and you can kind of see what it looks like and how much fun it is at times. So I just wanted to plug them, to kind of show some love because we're gamers, but we do care about what's going on in the world. And right now they're doing Prevent Cancer, and they also do it again in June for Summer Games Done Quick, and they usually raise money for Doctors Without Borders. So I'm probably going to be making a donation when they start in June, and I'll probably be plugging them in my videos and stuff as well. So this is going to go ahead and end the video. I do appreciate you guys checking us out and watching these videos. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to start watching Twitch and doing other things. So you guys take it easy.